Club.
Rost Park Club. Restaurant. Oh, okay. Hey everybody, this is Alfa-Alfa. Yeah, and welcome to Alfa-Alfa TV. Today we are at Rost Park Club, and Chrissy, I think you have something to say to everybody. Yeah.
What's up? How you doing?
Yeah, so what are we talking about today?
First of all, I'm excited. I'm really excited because I've never been this far out of Kharkov.
The taxi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very sure. Okay. 1, 2, 3, we go. Hey, yeah, this is Group Alfa-Alfa, and welcome to TV Alfa-Alfa, or Alfa-Alfa TV. Yeah, we are at Rost Park Club, and yeah, what are we celebrating? Yeah, So what are we supposed to be talking about today, Chrissy? Please help me out. Yeah, actually this is Chrissy and sorry,
Michael, aka Papa.
Where's the camera?
Yeah, and actually, let me remind Chrissy. Our topic today is about our foreign life, or foreigners' life, or students' life in Ukraine. Yeah, in general. So, what do you have to say about that?
For starters, like when we came to this country, like life was really, really different from the way we were used to back home. Food was different, the people were different, the language was different. Basically, we experienced like some difficulties, to adapt. But with time we adapted. I remember even with changing money was a problem.
So you were changing dollars to grivna,
and then you're trying to decide the value of grivna, like is 100
he's
grivna
having
too
the high
much?
exchange rate.
What was your, is it good or bad experience towards your first time in Ukraine?
My first time in Ukraine, it was a tricky experience. It wasn't good, it wasn't very bad, it was tricky. Because especially the money issue, first time you came here, you're handling all the dollars, your school fee and everything, so you have enough cash. Then so you don't really mind spending it until you know how much you're spending.
Yeah.
So some of us, like back home, taxis are always counted in the thousands. But here someone tells you it's only 30 to Caravan, and which is like 4 kilometers away. So I say, 30. When the first time I came here, I was told 100. So I was like, only 100. I paid. Until a friend of mine came and laughed at me properly, told me, they've been eating you.
Yeah. So
but I think it all happened with us because I remember when I went to Barabashoba, right? I was buying stuff. So there was this nice bracelet, and I was like, it's only 80 grivna. Oh my gosh, that's so cheap.
That's more than a dollar.
Later on, I thought about it, I was like, wait, it was not worth 80 grivna. It should have,
it seemed cheap or expensive?
It seemed cheap at that time because I was thinking 80 grivna. For me, it was like 80 shillings.
Okay. You were comparing
you try and compare, but it's not the correct value,
So right now, you haven't told us.
Yeah, for me, my experience was language. Foreigners, you come from Africa, Asia, wherever. When you get here, you wonder whether, like, for example, we are English-speaking, English-speaking people. Uganda, we speak English. When you get here, you expect people to speak English. Just like the way it is at home.
Especially owed to the fact that they're in Europe.
You understand? So, like,
basically speak English.
So I think basically we have only mentioned 2 problems. We've talked about money and we've talked about language. Is that the only problem we're facing here in Ukraine?
So far,
how about weather? There is the winter.
As you get here, of course, as you go along, you get to meet different situations. You get to meet weather. You get to meet the people, the good people, the bad people. You get to meet food. The music.
What was your first experience with food?
With food, let me see. Okay, at first everything tasted different. It's chicken, but it tasted different.
For me, oil irritated me.
It tasted different. I don't know.
When we got here,
really hard, actually.
The smell of oil, like
the cooking oil.
Yeah. It took me so off. I was like, what's this? How can oil smell like this? We have oil that we extract from
corn.
Our oil comes from corn, East African oil. So like oil from here is extracted from
Sunflower.
So there is a big difference. Like now, when you let it go off in the kitchen, and this is a beautiful butterfly.
Daria. You are great. No, she loves butterflies. Always.
So like the oil. Like we were at that time we were in the hostels. Then these young Russians go and start frying their kartoshka and their salad.
What is kartoshka?
Irish potatoes.
Yeah.
Then me and John were like, what's that smelling? It don't smell so good. But then as you go along, like we get used to it, and like I don't find even any difference.
Okay.
Recently I was home and I did not even feel the difference. The only difference I felt was the taste.
Yeah, it's because you get
home taste is like
it becomes normal,
Personally, I'll just be honest. I don't really like food here.
No one likes the food here. We just have the dump.
Something they do with their meat.
Yeah, the
Not all
roasted
the
and
meat.
all that, yeah.
Just something they do with their meat.
You mean you categorize it meat?
The beef, the chops and pork chops, and they like roast them. What they call shashlik.
Yeah, the roasted thing.
That is
that
like
meat.
awesome.
Okay, can everybody just give me their views or something about winter? Your first experience with winter. Okay.
Okay, many people really take winter as a bad thing. I do not know why. First time, my first experience with winter, it was terrible, but I took it happily.
It was amazing. You were.
Yeah, for me, I wasn't like
it was the first time.
I was like, okay,
A different experience.
exactly.
No, I think it was just because you're enjoying the white thing. The white color.
Yeah, it's like a childhood fantasy,
Yeah, I know.
Growing up in Africa,
Yeah, you watch it on your TV
the only
and
snow
it
I
ends
saw
there.
was once when I climbed Mount Kenya. What? And I was like, saying,
Now that's a big,
So this time around, when
that's like
snow
a dream,
falls all over, it's like it's fun. You go and roll, make snow angels, snowballs hit each
Who
other.
called you on phone and was like, please, when you're coming home, come with a pile of snow?
Yeah. No, the babies, yeah.
When we're back at home, it's like snow is, it looks like magic on TV. You wonder what it feels like.
Yeah.
What is it like?
But it's
Because for us back
Yeah,
at home, it's like we don't know what
It tastes
snow
nice.
is.
You've never.
It tastes nice.
Yes, it does.
Look at this combination.
You should taste. You should taste.
Are you kidding
Is that
me?
a joke or what?
Oh, really? You've never tasted it? How can you not
Michael,
taste
you cannot
snow?
lie to us.
You've been
You
here
have
how
not
many
tried it.
years?
No.
Now let me tell you. Okay, wait a minute. There is this.
Different.
No, wait a minute. You can't say that snow is tasty.
Yeah.
As in,
Because,
no,
like-
it has this.
Now,
Pure
let me say this. I don't know whether nobody has done this. Back at home, when the fridge really gets cool, there is that place called the deep freezer.
Yeah.
And in the deep freezer, there is.
You do that thing. Me and you, we do that thing.
Tell
That's
me
what we're telling
that
you.
was tasty.
It's tasty. We like it. That's like
awesome.
nice.
Okay. Issues of taste.
Now let me tell let me tell you, that's a big risk you did, and I wonder whether you did not have a stomach ache the following day because
I got fresh snow.
No,
you should even have got grip. You should even have got a cold
touching it.
because
Okay, all right. Okay, we're done. Okay, with the
that
weather.
one is for the children back home or for the kids too.
Let's get back to something else. Okay, now the next topic. Okay, we're still in the point of students, foreign life in Ukraine and all that. So right now, let's talk about the popos, the police. What's up? Tell me something.
Somebody says FTP.
Yeah.
Okay.
With exclamations, I don't know how
Tell
many.
me your first
three.
experience, please. Just with tell me.
FTP.
My first experience is my only experience with the police in Ukraine. I have been stopped once since I came to Ukraine. Once, and that once, all along I was not carrying my passport. I never carried my passport around. And the one day I decided to actually carry my passport,
You were risking, man.
they stopped me and asked me, where is your passport? So I started laughing. I laughed at them. I was like, seriously? Of all the days,
Today.
when I have my passport, you stop me. Here is my passport.
That was like a real punk.
So they asked me about my hostel, and I'm like, no, just stand a few pages. It's there.
It's in the registration.
Where's your student's card? I pulled it out. I was like, I have two. Even my short if you want. So the police guy looked at me, he's like, normal.
You even move with your examination book?
It was that once. I was going to make copies.
Maybe you were coming from the university at that time.
No, yeah, I was going to make copies of my documents.
You and your green, yellow hair. Tell us your experience with the police.
Me, like I'm the grandfather of
attraction.
You know, like police. I have had experiences and experiences.
Grandfather.
You know, first of all, when we had just popped in, like just like Combi, you know, just like Combi's explanation, we were like, okay, this is Europe.
We don't need
you know,
free.
We had that same free feeling from home. So like we roll out, it was still spring. Leaves were on the ground. It was so yellow, and like you know, it still like.
How are you stopped?
Well, I'm coming. It looked strange.
Getting there.
So like we you know, we went across the road. Went to, at that time there were no supermarkets just like it is right now. There were small shops called kiosks. So like we wanted to buy bread. And as we were crossing to go into the kiosk, 3 policemen come. And they're like, Dobry den. We didn't even at that time understand what
they're saying.
Dobry den was. That is like, you know, police introducing themselves and they're like, documenti pajalo. So that is like, could you please show us your documents? And we're like, we don't understand. We have just come out to buy bread and all that. So like the next step was really so bad, you know. These guys just told us, fascist now, you know, because like they understood that we are not understanding what they were saying, and they were not understanding what we are saying. So like they took the 3 of us, they took us straight to Dishensky Rayon, and like, you know, the experience was not so good until one guy out of the so many understood a little English. Understood a little English, and he was like, okay, it seems these are new guys and they have just popped in, they have just come. Let me find out what's wrong. How comes they don't have documents on them? So we explained to him, we have just come, and you know, we didn't know that it was a must that we have to move with documents. So we paid some money like to let us go, straff. But you know, I recommend everybody, any foreigner, African, Asian, wherever you come from, as long as you're here, you have to move with your documents.
Yeah, whether you want it or not.
Don't risk
heavy lights, you've forgotten.
Don't risk.
You know, you have to remember.
If you've not moved with your documents, you see the police, scatter, please.
That's the best thing.
Scatter, that's all.
Or make a U-turn.
Yeah, because you will never know. You cannot know what is going to happen next.
Or maybe you can check in your pocket if you still have some grievance, then you can pass through them. Yeah.
It's still, you will have it, but it is not enough. You know.
But they like a few grievances.
No, well, you see, the thing is, with the police here, is like they take advantage of the way you understand them. You see?
And they'll teach you according to how they think.
The way you know, the way you're reasoning with them, the way you're speaking, the way you are introduced.
I think we are being called.
So, yeah, that's my experience. Hello. Vadim. Yes. All the way from special order.
Ну что, пойдем?
Уже?
Ну, обходите так. Через зал. Так, оденьтесь.
Okay.
Close down.
Yeah, okay. All right, we shall get back from there because we have a lot to talk about. Actually, the next topic is about the Euro 2012 that is going to take place here in
ready?
Ukraine
and Poland.
Are you ready?
So are you ready for the next topic? Please stay tuned. Don't touch the button.
See you. We are going for
or the
performance.
dial. We'll be back.
See you on stage.
Yes. See you on stage. The drunk is going to hold the champagne.
So